All right, folks, so today we're starting the six, the times, the table. We're doing the 6 times table. You guessed that right. So, what are we going to get started with? Well, I'm sure you know the routine by now. We're going to do 6 times 1, 6 times 2, 6 times 3, and a 6 times 4, 6 times 5, and a 6 times 6. But I bet you know by now that we're not done. We are not even close to done, right? Oh, let me make this 6 nicer. Okay, so this is just half of the story. Literally, it is half the story. But we're going to be doing more. We're going to do 6 times 7. Don't forget 6 times 8. And how about 6 times 9? 6 times 10? 6 times 11? And last but definitely not least, 6 times 12. Now, by now, you're probably wondering, why does he stop at 12? Well, it's probably because in day-to-day life, you usually don't need more than 6 times 12. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, we're gonna start with the first one, and that's 6 times 1. How are we gonna do 6 times 1? Okay, well, that's a good question. We're gonna have 6 columns. So let me zoom out, make some columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These almost look like stick fingers, if that's a thing. And we're gonna have 1 dot in each column. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Count up how many dots in the whole shebang, and we got ourselves 6 times 1. So count it up, count it up. We have 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 dot, 6 dots. So we have 6 dots. So what is 6 times 1 going to be? Well, how many dots in the whole shebang? Well, we just counted. There's 6 dots. So 6 times 1 is 6. We can go back to our table and happily write 6. Oh, whoa. Where's my yellow placeholder? So 6 times 1 is 6. Let me make some room for my other ones. This is kind of like a yellow tradition. So let me go ahead and put all these yellow dots here. Nice yellow dots, and make them not too big, but just big enough. Okay. Next one up. What is the next one up? We got 6 times 2, if that's even a thing. It is. So 6 times 2, moving on. 6 times 2 equals what? Well, think we have 6 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 2 dots in each column. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And now count up how many dots in the whole shebang, and you got yourself 6 times 2. That's right. 6 times 2 is just how many dots are in this grid. So let's count it up. Let us count this up. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. You get the game by now. Now, how many dots in this whole shebang? Well, we just counted. There's 12 dots. And so what's 6 times 2? That's going to be 12. And so zoom back out, come over here, and we can write down what 6 times 2 is. 6 times 2 is just 12. Okay, next one up. 6 times 3. We're going to write 6 times 3 equals, and we have 6 columns, right? 6 columns. So that's going to look like this. 1, 2, whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. And we have 3 rows, three dots in each column. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So count up how many dots in this whole shebang. So let's count it up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 dots in the whole shebang. So what is 6 times 3? Well, we just counted. 6 times 3 should be 18. 18. Okay, so let's go back to our table. Back to our table here. So we can write 6 times 3 is 18. Next one up is 6 times 4. 6 times 4. Why don't I put these two guys next to where they belong? This one goes right here. This one goes right here. Now we can do 6 times 4 right here. 6 times 4 equals, I have 6 columns, 6 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have 4 dots in each column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now count up how many dots in the whole shebang. Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And so, how many dots in this whole shebang? Well, we got 24 dots. So, what is 6 times 4? Well, it's going to be 24. So now, we can go back to our table right over here. And now we know what 6 times 4 has to be. Right? We just figured it out. It has to be 24. Now let's do 6 times 5. 6 times 5. So we have 6 times 5 equals, well, I got 6 columns. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have 5 dots in each column. So let's draw those dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of dots. So let's count up how many dots in the whole shebang. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So how many dots in this whole shebang? Well, there's 30 dots. So 6 times 5, that's going to be 30. Okay, so let me go back to my table and I can write 6 times 5. 6 times 5, I'm going to write that that's just 30. Now let's do 6 times 6. And let's do it right here. 6 times 6. So we're going to have the same story here. 6 columns. So that's going to look a little bit like this. Maybe it's going to be a little bit squeezed up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to have 6 dots in each column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now count up how many dots in this whole shebang. Can you count it up? How many dots in this whole thing? How many dots in this whole thing? Well, let's do it. So I have 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 dots, 6 dots, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. So there's how many dots in this whole shebang? Well, there's 36 dots. So we can write that 6 times 6 is 36. And so we go back up to our table and we can write that 6 times 6, this thing over here, that's going to be 36. Now, I'm going to show you how to do the rest of them without painfully drawing the dots. That's a pain. But there's a better way. Check it out. every time we're just adding 6. So let me make that clear for you. Move this over to the side. So to go from 6 to 12, I add 6. From 12 to 18, add 6, right? Because 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18, right? Do you see the pattern? So 18 plus 6 is 24. 24 plus 6 is 30. 30 plus 6 is 36. Add 6 to 36, we're going to get the next one. So what's 36 plus 6? Well, that's just 42, right? Keep going, keep going. Oh, whoa, wrong color. 42. Now add 6 to 42. Well, you're going to get 48. Add 6 to 48. You're going to get the next one, and that's 54. Add 6 to 54. You're going to get 60. Add 6 to 60. You're going to get 66. Add 6 to 66. You're going to get 66 plus 6 is 72. And look at that. We have the entire 6 times table. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the entire 6 times table. So what can we do now that we have the entire 6 times table? Well, we can do a lot of things. If someone tells you they have 6 baskets and 5 apples in each basket, well, you can just do 6 times 5. That's 30. Okay, so now let's review this. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 9 is 54. 6 times 10 is 60. 6 times 11 is 66. 6 times 12 is 72. Wow, that is one big times tables. So thanks for watching this episode of the 6 times tables. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them down below and we'll get right back at you.